Alright guys, welcome to the Plague Quarter of Naxxramas. I'm going to go through Noth the Plaguebringer, Heigan, and then Loatheb, as well as the trash on the way there.
Missing kings. Alright, Sokya, you'll be on Star. Jedrand, you'll be on Circle. Stalachin, you'll be back up on Star. Falcon, you'll be back up on Circle, okay? Just stay below second. Alright, incoming.
You say Suck was on Star?
Yes.
Alright, so
make sure you
nothing tricky about the trash coming up here. There are ghouls and slimes. So what happens here is we have Tankicides on the ghouls, and we just stun them when they get enraged at low health, and then we kill them. Kill them in the marked order, skull X square, or however they're marked. For the slimes here, they do heavy melee damage, or physical damage. So we have a warlock assigned to each of the slimes, and they just kite these slimes away and don't get hit by melee. Very simple so far. So it's going to be 2 packs of that. So here's the other pack here. Very careful that you just don't wander, because there is that gargoyle. You see how you can social, and then you could get the gargoyles even behind Diamond 2 in a giant social clusterfuck. Just not good. So we're going to pull the slimes here. Tanks will pick up their ghouls. We'll DPS them down while the warlocks build threat on their slimes. It's just important that you don't go near the slimes. If you have aggro on them, don't be in melee range. They will kill you.
Welcome, get ready to pull the guard out. Loot all the mobs, raid, Word of Thawing. Everyone's stacking on triangle. Please watch thread on fights tonight. On fights like Noth, it's very easy to over aggro.
So with this gargoyle here,
mages, warriors,
it's possible that you social the 2 gargoyles behind him, so you just want to wait until he's at the peak of his pathing, and then we DPS him. So about these stone skin gargoyles is they do a raid-wide AoE poison on the raid. It's not a huge deal, nothing you can do about it.
Stack them tight.
Then the poison will eventually tick for, damage. So, I mean, there's nothing you can do about it. As soon as we end combat with the gargoyles, if you're not a healer, you just want to sit down and eat like some conjured mage food to regain health.
Check your trinkets, check your quadrant if you're a tank for Noth.
No D-Flask Warriors. It's for Heigan.
Yep, saving cooldown, so Heigan. Also rogues, you'll want to...
There's going to be 2 more packs of those gargoyles, and then we're on to the boss.
Alright, next pack. Pull them back to us. Nobody goes forward except the tanks.
So priests are really good here. Just prayer healing. It's just really good healing.
Make sure you have your potion cooldown, especially the caster. If I call for a ranged lip, that means every caster and healer will live.
2 Petries, nice.
Please make sure the ignite is not ripping the boss. Let's go.
I'll start explaining the
Okay, all the
boss
way
here
down.
after this gargoyle
there they are.
pack. Noth is
What's on
really
the side?
easy, with a few key gimmicks. They're very easily handled.
Make sure you have the right trinkets on, especially the undead killing trinket is pretty good.
Okay, so
Alright, eat.
moving on to Noth the Plaguebringer. So Noth is very, very simple. His main gimmick is the curse that he puts out on the raid. And what happens with that curse is it
Okay,
needs to
watch the parry,
be
guys, watch the
decursed
threat.
before
Watch blink
it
teleport.
ticks down to
Make sure you get
0,
the adds in,
or else the raid
and
is going
try not to
to
die to the
simply die.
adds if you're Kali.
Other than
There's a
that,
healing threat.
you're watching
It
threat.
exists.
He does a teleport threat drop from time to time.
Ready?
So you just need to be prepared if he does teleport
Save
within
death
your
check.
vicinity and
if
he
you're gonna adrenaline
comes
rush roads,
towards
must do
you.
it early.
You want
That's
to
the
be
next
quick
one.
on the
You'll have time.
limited invulnerability potion or even Petri.
Hmm?
So what I like to do is I like to come into this, this inner square. I could probably even move
Wait, I can't
closer
remember it.
depending on where the boss is.
Decurse. Make it.
So there's the curse right there. You can see they're being decursed.
Adds now. Adds on casters.
Tanks are going to pick up their ads, bring them in, and they're all going to get cleaved down.
Snappers,
Not a
wait
big
for it.
deal.
Holy water.
Alright, watch out, I'm holding bloodthirst.
And that's pretty much the fight. So we're going to get a teleport coming in here
That is
soon.
fine.
Very important that you watch, so he's right in there.
Nope.
Good idea,
Slip,
Lip.
slip.
I see, has it. Good job.
Pick up line.
Perfect. So you can see
Gotcha. Watch
he
it.
teleported right on me. I just stopped doing everything. Well, that's very unlikely that a healer gets healing aggro, right? You just need to do everything that you can in your power to alleviate the boss running around and around so the tanks can get on it and get him into position. I really haven't seen him teleport to the middle like that, so that was really interesting to see.
Keep
Blink behind, it's
decursing.
good.
So just decursing.
Ads, pick the ads up. Pick up the ads.
Okay, that's the boss.
Pick the ads.
I bet he's.
Do you want to wait for any cooldowns, Ranzik, or go?
No, we should just go.
Okay, moving on to the Gauntlet.
Use Death Wish, right?
So what happens in the Gauntlet here is we need to move relatively fast because after about 15-20 seconds, these
How long Death Wish?
all these ads here are going to respawn, and it's just like a never-ending wave of ads until we get through it on the way to Heigan. Nothing special about the plague bats or frenzied bats or the grubs. The main thing we're watching here is for the plagued beasts, because they do a very nasty disease and conal. It's either a cone disease or a cone poison. The tanks just want to pick it up and face it away from the raid, that's all.
Right. I don't want to skip any beasts if we can today. Just if they're in a
We're gonna
position, just follow
hug
them.
the right wall, and we're just gonna move along the room, picking up the ads as they come. Healers, you definitely want to be
Healers
cleansing
and
the
fighters should be bringing out
disease
combat,
that's coming
running
out,
around.
and of course any poisons that could potentially
Melee
be
and stuff will be
applied
triangle for
to
the
the
fight.
raid. As far as DPS goes, you're keeping up with the raid, and
Turn
you
around.
are, of course, DPSing, cleaving, AoE,
Got me.
lots of diseases coming out here.
Right, wait up a bit. Don't pull the next one yet. Get a bit of help.
Alright.
Move forward. Got bats
So we're not moving forward fast enough here, so we're getting some spawns behind, so we simply can't drag our feet here. Everyone just needs to be moving with the raid as the raid happens, or as it's
Don't go near
moving.
the doorway. Stay on triangle.
So now if you're in here,
On
this
triangle,
pillar
lots of
right
bats.
here where I'm at is the closest you can get without aggroing the
Eat food out
boss.
of combat. Eat food.
You just want to stand here until we're ready to pull the boss.
Casters, you'll be on diamond. Melee, you'll be on triangle.
So moving on
GMPP
to
now.
Heigan.
We're killing more people.
Heigan is
We'll do one more.
DPS
Everyone can
intensive.
GMPP real quick.
We're gonna pull this pack
Check your
here.
food alcohol. Once this next pack of bats is dead, you go. Okay. Mantic will come.
So we're just letting our tank get rage here.
Please priority.
So Heigan, as a DPS, like a melee DPS, you want to be with the boss at all times, but you also want to know the safe spots of where the arena is going to explode.
Casters get in position.
And it'll be apparent here in a second.
Parry haste, watch threat, move the boss.
If you're a healer, you just want to be on the platform, or if
Ready,
you're a ranged
move
DPS, you want to be on the platform. And we're cleansing diseases. You'll see how the arena just exploded. That was position 1. And now position 2 will be like this segment of arena right in front of me. There it is. Then we move to segment 3.
We're good here. Bit too far.
No, we're fine. I'm fine.
And then segment 4. And so this will be the fight as it goes.
Step push,
Triangle.
step push.
After
It's gonna be
4,
fast tonight because
and then now it goes back to 3. So very simple fight. Very important that you're pumping as much DPS into this boss as you can, because we do want to kill him before we actually have to do the dance, where the whole raid has to get off the platform and go from safe place to safe place. Just reduces, you know, error, like margin errors and stuff like that. So
It's so funny. You call recklessness and it just melts. It's so funny.
Yeah. Alright, everyone move forward.
ooh, really
Once your shadow
good.
protection comes up, you can click it. You'll have to do shadow and nature. Ramsey will have to do a bunch.
So we're gonna do some prep for the next boss. So I'm gonna pop a
Yep, so click a shadow, log out for 2 minutes, click a nature, log out, and then wait.
pop a potion here, and
You'll
it's
have
gonna
to
be a
log
bunch of
in
logging in
couple
and
of
logging
times,
out.
set a timer for 3 minutes every time you log out. Don't know how to do that, literally just Google stopwatch on Google, and then press start.
If anyone's lacking on GNPPs, you can trade Sloppy Ham. I have a couple stacks.
Yeah, once you click your shadow, just log out.
We're moving kind of quickly, which is good.
Yeah.
But Heigan and Noth, you know, they're not particularly challenging as long as you know what you're doing, and hopefully that footage, you know, represented
So they put in for Isthmus, it
good
bumps
enough
everyone.
for what everyone needs to do.
Yep, and then I have to fill Chisk's spot. Yep.
Oh, what's that? We're putting Sloppy Ham. Yahoo spot. Cool.
I think Sneaker getting fast.
So we're gonna log out for buffs because they are ticking.
Alright, healers, group 2.
Don't forget, on-use trinkets are kind of cring here. I think Earthstrike is good because you get 2 uses out of it, but
Any 2-minute cooldown one is fine, but the other ones are not. They're diamond flask, basically.
And I'm just logging over.
If you don't have airstrike for warrior, Horgen, Seal is
To save buffs, I'm gonna log in about a minute, pop my other cooldown,
For spore groups,
and then we're going to
I kind
the
of just
fight
want to make
proper.
it simple and not have to swap everyone around. But I guess I got time.
just move one warrior up every single time, right? Like,
No, just do my job. I will. Yeah, it's alright. I'll just
trying
do
to
it.
offer a good solution.
Yes, I know the solution. I'm just lazy.
I volunteer.
Okay.
As
I have a
tribute.
solution. Don't be lazy.
Well, I don't like that solution. Bench.
Are you one of those people that, like, when you complain, you don't want a solution?
Yes,
you just want
that's
to complain?
exactly correct. Finally, somebody said.
Holy
Okay.
fuck! I figured out Phoenix. GG, guys.
I just want people to know I'm upset.
I am present. I apologize.
Yeah, what's good?
Object, what's the order again for heals?
I posted in raid discussion.
I don't know, I'm after Porpoise.
It's in raid discussion.
Better mic setup here.
Don't forget to log on if you need to.
You guys hear me now?
Yep.
Yep.
Alright, wonderful. Let's see who we got in chat. Looks like we have everyone. So, the only swap for this week is that Carlisle's out and Insight is in, so I know you guys all know what to do. The issue we had last week was just Ramas just waited a little too long to heal. So, I understand Beppis checked in with him, and we're just going to send that heal a little bit sooner. That's why we had the mix-up. We saw him get a little bit low, and then threw some more some emergency heals at it. Alright. Do we have any questions about what happened last week, or things we need to change? Sounds like a no. Alright, make sure you're logging in to get your Shadow Protection Potion. But let's do our rundown here. Alright, and if you guys don't have it memorized, you can check, what was it, raid assignments, raid discussion? Yeah, raid discussion. Okay, who's healing first?
That would be Beppis with a lay on hands.
Great, I'm healing next. Who's after me?
Altarian.
Who's after Altarian?
Hideo next.
Who's after Hideo?
Vema.
Who's after Vema?
Honk.
Who's after Honk?
Constant.
Who's after Constant?
Porpoise, sorry.
Constant? Yep,
Porpoise, my bad.
Alright, who's after Porpoise?
Yeast. Alright. My bad.
Ah, there he is. Who's after Yeast?
Insight.
Who's after Insight?
Ramesses.
Alright, great. We got it. We got less. I know, Hideo, you were looking for major recombobulator. I'm able to craft those, I just don't carry extras with me. I might have a few of them hidden somewhere, since Rincewind made some for the guild to support Prague. Yeah, I actually have one. I'll mail one to you right now, Hideo, so you'll have it next time. Patchwork, pretty chill. So the new thing tonight, the big focus is Thaddeus. Yeah, what's up, Ranzik?
I have 20 seconds, so I'm good. I'm good to run in whenever the fuck.
Okay. Alright, well, we'll focus on this fight. We'll talk about Thaddeus later. Let's log in and get our initial buffs up. I know we're going to have to wait for Ranzik to log in for Pally buffs. Ranzik, did Phoenix say they're good to go? Are they waiting with you? Waiting for you?
Yeah, I think they're waiting on.
Yeah, I stayed logged out too long. I'm an idiot.
Alright, so just a bunch of preliminary stuff. But moving on to Loatheb. Loatheb is a fight where the healers can only heal once.
Let me know when you're summoned, and then we'll.
Yep.
Okay.
And we want to concentrate the heals on the main tank only. Any other DPS takes irregular damage. Unfortunately, the fight is, on them to keep themselves alive. No cleansing of debuffs, poisons, or anything like that. That will cause the debuff to be put on you for 1 minute, and you'll miss your chance to heal.
Buffs, as soon as he's in, I'm gonna go up there and yell at him. Yeah,
and so that's it for the healing side. What's happening with the DPS side is there's pre-assigned groupings of folks.
They're all logging in. Yep, let's make sure we have shadow protection buffed too.
That will be DPSing what's called a spore. It's like this big orange spore that gives you 100% threat reduction, and also 100% critical strike rate. So we have pre-assigned groups that are popping that, standing on it, and getting their spore buff. And it only affects the closest 5 people, so that's why we have groups assigned.
Renew, hot 'em, and we're going.
Alright guys, no cleansing whatsoever, just heals in the order we discussed. First heal will be me. I'm going to let Ranzig drop a little bit here, so don't panic. I will send here in a second. Sending now.
I am up.
So I just sent my heal, and I'm going to go DPS. So you can see in the back there.
Can someone type to like Jedran or Lil Perp and let them know I wanna help?
You can see the spore spawning and the assigned groupings of people, and they're getting their spore buff.
Sending now.
The healers are all behind the main tank, because when a heal is casted, Loatheb actually turns to face that healer, and we want to avoid any sort of parry haste that's happening on the boss. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just simply auto-attacking, DPSing, and then once my heal is about to come back up, I will move behind the main tank and position for my heal. What's also happening is a poison that you can see that's going on everyone. I do not want to cleanse, and pretty soon inevitable doom will come up, and that's what the Shadow Protection Potion is for. So I get some more footage because my heal's about to come up, but you can see the spores just in that back corner there. And the sign of groups are there getting their spores.
I'm gonna send it now.
Insight. Send it immediately. Insight.
Okay, you guys should double. Yeah, okay. Kelly stepped in. Now we're running.
Ramsey, you're up next.
So my heal is coming up in 2 heals.
Like 65%.
So I'm just gonna wait here now. So Ram is getting ready to send his heal.
Fatfish, you're up again. Greater Shadow Protection Potion.
So I'm going to pop my Zendalari Hero token. I'm going to get my buffs up. Pep is sending now. Sent.
Alright, I'm up.
That's a fucking juicy heal, right? Alright, so now I'm back to DPSing because I can't do shit for the next minute.
Alright, Eltarian, you're up.
If your Greater Shadow Protection Potion falls off and you have Impending Doom coming up,
I'm trying to save money on Greater Shadow Protection Potions. Alright, let's hop back up, guys. Good job.
The ring.
and that's Loatheb. That's Plague Quarter. Thank you guys for tuning in, and you guys have a good one.